Hi, guys. Welcome back to day 3 of the Be Your Own Guru Manifesting Summit. I like to do a little preliminary information. This is the start of day 3. This is Saturday morning at 12 a.m. And tomorrow we have several people who will be sharing their live links on our website. And I'm sure they're going to be all really amazing. But tonight, I'm here with you and I'm sharing about techniques and awareness. Now, my idea of awareness is the thought of what you personally are aware of in your life. Your friends, your neighbors, the people at work, your kids, your car, your street, things that have to do with you and who you are as a person. And so your awareness expands when you start remembering things about, say, your past or about reality. Whatever you learn is going to be added to your awareness. And so that's kind of what I'm talking about is you're adding to what you know of the world. Not so much, I'm not really talking about the consciousness of it all, because I believe we're all consciousness. But what we're aware of changes over time. Say, for instance, if I tell you about a book and you never heard of this book. And so now you're aware of this book and you may go in a direction to read the book, to read more information from the author of the book. And because I mentioned it to you, your awareness is now expanding. And so that's kind of what I mean when I talk. I talk a lot about awareness, actually. And that's what I mean. The contents of awareness is what you are aware of as a person who is, creating their own world. Because that's what we do is we create our own world from our own point of view, our own perspective, what we believe, what we see, what we think. And in manifesting, we're doing a lot of chatting about how we think and how to control your thinking for your betterment, as opposed to just going with the flow, which is what we may have done in the past when we were unaware, when we were not aware that we had the opportunity to choose our own way to do things, it's really cool to find that out, right? So I had an example of if you're into wealth building, and as you decide that you want, say, a certain, luxury car, you're going to, once you claim it as yours, you've done your techniques, and we'll talk about the techniques in a minute. But once you claim it as yours, then immediately the bridge of incidence begins, okay? And the bridge of incidence is simply anything in between, I don't know if I can show you this way, anything in between you're claiming it maybe is here, and you're seeing it in the world, is maybe about here, it's really close together. But the bridge of incidence is that little bit of time in between, okay, between your claiming it and receiving it in this echo world or the 3D world. So because the unseen world is simply something that it exists. It is just as real as this world. It's just not something that we are physically able to touch. We can feel into it. We may be able to even communicate a little with it, maybe a lot. everyone's different. But the fact is that it's not a physical world. And so that's the only difference, is it's not physical. And I have to read you this. It's kind of funny. I posted it on one of my Instagrams. I found it. And the guy is talking to these really rough guys that seem to be after him, right? And he says, I have a girlfriend. And one guy says, well, who is she? And he says, she's from another nation. And he says, which nation? Like, he's really curious, right? And the guy leans over and says, imagination. I love it. And then they are like all trying to rough him up and stuff. And it kind of reminds me of what people, it's kind of like, a lot of this, I'd be honest, you want to probably keep a lot of what you're learning within your own circles until you get a good hang of it, right? To where you can stand in your own mind and know that it's all true, because we're just not brought up this way, you know. And so this is kind of illustrating how if someone who has this thinking tells someone who doesn't have this thinking, then they're going to look at him like he's nuts, you know? And then sometimes they might get angry and say, you need to do this and you need to do that and you need to go here and stop doing all that imaginary stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure people have gotten that before. But yeah, that's kind of like how it can really happen. It's not really a joke, but it's funny because he said she lives in imagination. And imagination is a real world. It's all real. Whether you see it or whether you don't see it, it's still real. And we know that if we take time to follow our thoughts and see that that's how it's all been really working this whole time for us, all along. So I had another example about awareness. So, like I said, if you, for instance, were interested in maybe having the vehicle of your choice, and you've already chosen it, and you just, you're so happy to have it, and you may sit around and just get that, the good old feeling of being in the car and smelling it and all of that. And you're just always in that state of it's mine and I'm enjoying it. But it's not something that others can see, which who cares? You have to understand that you know what you're doing, you know how it works, and the better that you get at it, the more you'll be able to share it with other people. And then they'll know why you're always smiling all the time because you'll be driving around in it. And they'll say, how did you get that car? I saw you smiling about this last week. And I don't remember you talking to us about a car. And here you are. You have a Rolls Royce. And where did this come from? I happened to run into someone on YouTube last week. Actually, this is kind of interesting. And she was talking about how she does affirmations like all the time, but she's like always manifesting stuff. And it's kind of interesting the way she said that because I get it. She does different ones throughout the day. And she was able to get this really nice car for like the price of like a Kia or something. So speaking of which, I guess we'll move on to techniques now. So I have to say, there's really only one basic technique, okay? And that is simply to claim your desire as yours. That is the gist of the whole of techniques, is if you decide, you assume something that is yours, that you desire. You go from your desire to claiming it as yours. And then you persist in this belief. Your faith is in your own belief. Your affirmations are to yourself in your belief. It's all about you. It always has been about you. That's just the way this reality works, guys. We have mirrors of ourselves that we see, but it's really all about what we're putting out there. So once you decide that you have a desire and you want to claim it, you go ahead and claim it. You move from the wanting stage to the having state, and you sit there in your, oh my God, hold on one second. Okay, I want to make sure I have my volume up because I remember having it down earlier. So you go from wanting to having immediately, and then you would stand and persist no matter what you see, no matter what you hear, no matter what other people say about it. Um, in your mind, you just go ahead and you claim your desire. Um, if you have a doubt, it's okay. Keep on claiming it. It's okay. Um, realize this, okay? Wherever you are at this moment is actually an echo of a previous thought, feeling, emotion, not just action, but all the other things that go along with it, thought, feelings, emotions. This moment is an echo of something previously that you thought you would do. For instance, this event that was created. So, what I'm doing is an echo because I had a thought of doing this, right? So, here it is. It's happening, okay? It was a previous thought that I had, and here it is, okay? So, that's how it works. So, be encouraged that you're, and we all live in the now. I don't want to get that confused, but just be encouraged that once you claim it, it will come to pass. Just keep persisting in your belief. Don't give up. Okay. And so, any technique aside from knowing that it's yours and claiming it is to help you in your belief of what you have done. Okay. And so, if you write it down, always write in the tense that it's already happened. Sometimes giving it like, I don't know, more than a week, 2 months, 3 months. Um, when you're writing, instead of the wanting, you would say, I'm enjoying my Rolls Royce. I've had it for 3 months now, and I love having the top down. Just something simple to help you with your claim. That's an affirmation that you can write down, and you can read that every day. And you're just reminding yourself, all of this is for you. It's for you to remember. It's all for you. It's not making anything happen because it's already happened. This is just a reminder to you because you are God and you've already created all this stuff. And this stuff, or the people, or the things, they are already yours. You're just acknowledging it and you are claiming it. You're claiming it in the unseen world. So the day that it shoots out from the unseen into your driveway, that's how it happens. You stand on your claim. I can't say it enough. Just persist and persist, like this woman on YouTube was talking about. She persisted in her mind, her different topics. She was doing them several times a day. She would switch topics. If you were going to, let's just give you an example of the Rolls Royce. I'm enjoying my Rolls Royce this week. It's been a great week to drive with the top down. I'm enjoying my Rolls Royce. I'm enjoying my Rolls Royce. People smile at me when I drive by my Rolls Royce. I'm enjoying my Rolls Royce. And you can just, you can feel it. You relax, get relaxed. And before you do your affirmations, it's definitely want to get relaxed and clear your mind, clear your mind, clear your mind. When I say clear your mind, it's not really, for me, it's not so much about meditation. It's just getting relaxed, getting relaxed. Any stray thought that comes by, you just shake your head and say, no, we're not having it. And just do your, whatever it is that you want to say. I'm enjoying my Rolls Royce. I really love the smell of that new car fragrance that we have. I think it's Chanel number 5. I love my Rolls Royce. It's so pretty. I just love it. It's amazing. Spend a little time during the day enjoying your claim. You know, it's just that easy. And then what happens as you're doing this and yourself is being convinced, and then your awareness opens up and you're aware of these opportunities to get your Rolls Royce. You something may come up. There may be a contest. Someone you may inherit money. God, it's endless. So don't try to figure it out. This is the key. Do not try to figure it out. Just claim it and allow. Claim it and allow. Enjoy enjoy your enjoy your car in your unseen realm. Drive around Highway 1. This is my car. Thank you. Drive down Highway 1. Enjoy the breeze. Enjoy it. The more visual you can get, the more fun it's going to be. And fun, it's all about fun because it's already your car. It's already yours. It was yours from the moment that you had that feeling that you had the desire. It's always been yours. It's always been yours. It's just you put yourself in the direction for a physical receiving by claiming it. It was already yours. It was already sitting there. It was already sitting there going, you know what? When is she going to claim me? It's time. I'm ready to go to California. When is she going to claim me? Your desire. I'm trying not to do your desire too much because that's tomorrow. But as far as the techniques, claim it and stand. Claim it and stand. Enjoy the claim. Enjoy. I think it's very important. Now, I'm not saying you got to smile about it 24/7. No. You don't have to raise your vibration. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that feeling of accomplishment, of knowing that it's yours. You're not looking for it. You're not struggling for it. You're not grinding for it. You already claimed it. It's already yours. You're already enjoying it in the unseen realm. Okay. But the unseen realm, we have already talked about this, it's just as real and more real than this reality, simply because technically there's more spirit than there is physicality. But that's just physics, and I'm not sure if we're going to go into that. I'm not really physics minded, but I do think of that sometimes. I try to technolize myself, and it's just kind of funny, really. So the main technique: claim it, stand on it. Do not confuse claiming what is yours because you claimed it's yours with name it, claim it, pretend it. It is not the same. Okay, you have the knowledge already that you are God. You can have what you want. You can do what you want. You have and do what you want when you want. Okay, you heard it here. Do it any way you want, as long as you do the one thing: claim it as yours and persist that it's yours. And it is yours. There is like literally nothing. Even Neville Goddard said this. When you claim something is yours, even if you die, it is still yours. When you come back, you will still have this claim from previously. And that's pretty darn intense. Even if you died, your claim is still yours for next time around. That's pretty intense. Okay, so I don't think you can get any more intense than that. Okay, guys, so let's get specific. What are we going to do? We are going to decide what we want. We are going to claim it as ours and persist that it's ours. We will write out how much fun we're having with it, and we will enjoy it a few times a day. And this is keeping it simple, keeping it real. Don't feel like you have to do just one thing. You can get the Rolls Royce. You can get the house. You can get a statue. You can get a dog, get a husband, all at the same time, okay? Go ahead and make those lists we talked about a little bit yesterday. and do the same thing with each item on your list. And just to realize how real this is. So I just had a really quick story. So in my wealth building awareness, as I am all over the place, apparently things are being drawn to my awareness because of this claim that I have made. Okay, so I found something I was looking for. It was diamond related, and after I found it, I was settled that it was something that I had claimed. But I was curious. I went back again to look and see if there was something else. Because, hey, I can have more than one, right? So I went back and I looked, and there was something else. But what was interesting about this one is there was a way to contact the person. And so I did. And so now, because of my bridge of incidents, my curiosity, whatever you want to call it, I have contact with someone who creates amazing diamond and gold things that I wanted. No reason for me to go into specific details. It's my business. But now I have personal contact with this person. Very nice. We've been chatting back and forth. So now I'm aware of this world. I have contact in this world. And if you're in my group, you probably already know who this is. My group on Facebook is called Limitless Manifestations, and it's by invite only. So let me know if you're interested in seeing all these things that I've become aware of in my claim. They're fun and they keep me smiling. And I am just, I'm really excited and happy. And things are just falling together, just like, of course, they are because they are already mine. And so I don't want to ramble on any longer. I think you got the point. I'll see you tomorrow at midnight, and we will talk more about the divinity of your desires. Have a great evening.